So the motion is this house would support all students must speak English at the school. Yeah. Now we are trying to emphasize on the opening statement on giving definition, limitation, explaining the status quo, telling the problem of the status quo, and mentioning how is the mechanism or how does the mechanism work, and then tell to the educator what this mechanism must be implemented because we want to achieve this. We want to achieve this goal. Mention the goal. Okay. So when we finish mentioning our goal, then we can try to explain our argument. So here my argument. Number one. Kayak gitu aja boleh. So we are trying to explain two arguments. The first argument is about the principal must create an effective regulation for students to boost students' confidence to speak English. The second one, nah apa terserah. Kayak gitu ya. Nah, jadi argumentasinya sejalan dengan problem, mechanism, dan goal-nya. Udah deh. Oke? Ya, kita coba. Saya berikan waktu 15 menit ya. Oke. Ya, 15 menit. Karena motionnya motion baru. Sama seperti di NUDC. Kalau dapat motion setelah after the motion launch, so we only have 15 minutes to have the case building. Nah, to case build, so we only have 15 minutes. So like tonight, we also have 15 minutes to case build. Yes, time is yours. In 15 minutes only. Yeah. You can use your devices. Yeah.
Wait, what is the motion?
The motion is this house would support all students must speak English at school.
Okay, Miss. Miss, sorry, can you repeat one again?
Sure. What is it about? This house would support all students must speak English at school.
Okay, Miss.
5 minutes to go ya. Ya. Tell me if you're ready ya. Queen ada berapa argumen, Queen?
Ada dua argumen, Miss.
Ah, gak usah banyak-banyak, Queen.
Oke,
Dah, kalau Queen bingung ngomongnya, ikutin urutannya aja.
oke, Miss.
You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Oke. Berapa menit ya kira-kira? Ya, your time begins. Gimana?
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, educator. First of all, I would like to introduce myself first. Introduce, my name is Quinza as the first speaker from government team. So judges, I would like to tell you a bit of my story from my school. So, I have a friend who is very shy to speak in English, even though she is very good at English. But because of our daily language at school is Indonesian, she is embraced to speak English because there are very few people who understand English. So, because of this, I support the motion about this house would support all students to speak English at school. So, students are required to speak English at school because when I grown up, English is very important because English is also an official language throughout the whole world. Nowadays, many people have difficulty working in foreign companies because they cannot speak English, and that is very detrimental to people. So, to avoid this, we must implement English in schools from an early age so that students can slowly learn English so that they are not surprised when another people ask them in English. So that our goals is for school children to be more proficient in English because English is a compulsory language that must be learned in addition to our own national language. And I would like to support our goals with 2 points. My first point is by using English in school, children will be more confident in using English. My second point is they can be more fluent in English because it is always used when they are at school. I would like to give a limitation for students who live in a big city. So, judges, with this, I would like to deliver my arguments to support my points. My first argument is by using English, students will be more confident in using English at school because when incidents occur when someone uses English at school, they will be bullied and say not be proud of their own language, and the child and the student will be embraced to speak English again at school. Therefore, with schools supporting all students to use English at school, there will be no more children who are embarrassed to use English because they are afraid of being called not loving their own language or being bullied because they use English. And my second argument is student will be more fluent in English because by using English every day, their tongues will be more accustomed to speak English and will not be confused to speak English, like what international school student does. Because they use English every day, they study so fluent in English. And their students are not surprised when other people talk with them in English. And it's a good point for them. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to remind my points about why me as the first speaker from government team support the motion that the House would support all students to speak English at school. I know you all may have a friend that is so fluent in English, but she's so embarrassed and shy to speak English at school because their school language every day is in Bahasa or another language. And when they use English at school, they will be embarrassed or they can be bullied because they can people can say that she doesn't love her own language. So, ladies and gentlemen, by closing my arguments, me, as a first speaker from government team, support the motion that the House would support all students to speak English at school because it will give a positive impact for students and it will make make them easily to speaking English fluently even when they're grown up. And when they're grown up, they don't have to study English like another people who never speak English. Yeah, and it will be easier for them. So, ladies and gentlemen, uh, the House believe that with this we can win the debate. Thank you.
You spend you spend 5 minutes, 10 seconds. Okay, thank you very much. Now let's discuss uh, your argument. Not your only your argument, however, your statement, yeah. Nah, oh yeah, I need to share once again. In the first place, you started with a interesting story. You tell the audience that you have a friend of your mind uh, who do not speak, who can't speak English. Yeah, you start with the story. Uh, in my opinion, when you use a story, uh, it's better for you to make a question. For example, like direct or indirect question. For example, if you are telling you are if you are explaining your speaking your statement, you can use, for example, indirect question like this. Would you mind? Could you mind? Ya, contohnya, mm, I have a friend who can't speak English because of he is so afraid to try to speak English because when he tried to speak English, there's so many friends bullied him. And would you like to think that if your own students who have the same position like my friend, kayak gitu. Would you like to think that? Would you like to imagine that? Nah, jadi story-nya itu Quinza lempar lagi ke mereka. Kita pancing lagi mereka supaya merasakan, iya ya, kalau studentsnya murid saya gimana ya? Oh iya ya, kalau studentsnya anak saya, kalau studentsnya yang takut itu anak saya gimana ya? Gitu. Jadi Queen lemparin lagi, ya itu sudah bagus. You open up the statement by telling the story, so that's interesting one, ya. However, you can add or you can relate your story by giving an indirect question. For example, would you like to think or would you like to imagine if your students feels the same like my friend? Oke, okay? Nah kayak gitu. Nah itu yang pertama. Dan yang kedua, tadi ada klaimnya apa, Quinza?
I forgot to put the claim. Really?
Kayak, oke ini nih. Ya, ada tadi nih, ada hook, ada claim. Oh, tadi ada sih sebenarnya. Klaimnya tadi Quinza bilang, we support all students to speak English. Itu tadi. Klaimnya Queen. Klaim kan tadi hanya kalimat aja sebenarnya. We agree or disagree. We support or not. Gitu. Ya. Nah, klaim tadi Quinza udah mention. Nah, sekarang yang belum adalah define the motion. Nggak ada definisi motionnya nih, Queen. Kenapa ya, Queen? Definisi motionnya tuh belum ada. Motionnya harus didefinisiin kayak gini, Queen. This house will support all students must speak English at school. Who is we? Okay. Who must support all students? Gitu. Who is we? We-nya adalah kita kan? We believe we would support all students. We-nya kita siapa nih? Ini kita sebagai siapa? Gitu. Objek apa? Siapa orang yang berperan untuk bisa mensupport all students must speak English at school? Siapa nih yang bisa berperan untuk mensupport all students? Siapa, Queen? Kira-kira siapa, Queen?
Cheers.
Jadi ketika ada definisi, ketika ada motion, Queen harus bisa melihat, oke, motion ini siapa ya aktornya? Aktor itu siapa? Aktor yang ngebuat motion ini siapa? Gitu. Atau orang yang bisa melakukan motion ini, orang yang bisa menjalankan motion ini siapa? Atau orang yang bisa menjalankan mekanisme ini siapa? Contoh, aktornya siapa? Principal. Principal bisa nggak support all students to speak English? Must speak English at school. Bisa, karena dia yang bikin regulasi, ya. Siapa lagi, Queen?
Teachers, maybe?
Betul, ada teachers. Kenapa? Teacher kan yang ketemu setiap hari di kelas. Kalau principal nggak setiap hari, mungkin sebulan sekali. Tapi kalau teachers, pasti. Setiap hari, setiap minggu, pasti. Ini kan? Siapa lagi? Siapa lagi, Ben? Siapa lagi yang bisa menjalankan mekanisme ini?
All of people in school.
Yes, all of you, students. Students adalah aktor juga nih yang akan bisa menjalankan mekanisme ini. Kalau pertanyaan saya, kalau parents bisa nggak?
Bisa.
Nggak bisa dong. Kan at school, emang parents
I
ikut
see.
belajar di sekolah? Enggak, nggak bisa. So parents, it will be our secondary actor. Gitu. Mungkin nanti ada di orang ke berapa nanti di kelompok closing government misalnya gitu. Mungkin dia nanti akan menghadirkan si parents gitu. Jadi nggak hanya si teacher, nggak hanya principal, nggak hanya students, tapi parents juga berpengaruh. Ya, siapa tahu. Nah, tapi untuk menjadi government team, kita harus lihat dulu nih aktornya siapa nih yang bisa menjalankan mekanisme ini. Siapa yang membuat regulasinya? Siapa yang bisa turut serta menjalankan regulasi ini? Guru. Yang ngebuat siapa? Misalnya principal. Siapa yang melakukan kegiatan ini? Siswa. Nah, ada 3 nih aktornya. Ya. Nah, setelah definisi, kita lihat setelah kita melihat aktornya, ya, siapa yang bisa melakukan mekanisme ini? Itu adalah aktornya. Lalu kita lihat juga, kita buat definisi nih motionnya. Kita lihat, all students must speak English at school. Pertanyaannya, gimana sih emang kondisinya di lapangan? Banyak tuh yang nggak bisa ngomong bahasa Inggris. Nah, itu problem. Kenapa sih dia nggak bisa ngomong bahasa Inggris? Sebutin problem. 1, 2, 3. Orang gurunya aja nggak bisa bahasa Inggris. Guru agama juga nggak bisa bahasa Inggris. Padahal di hari Selasa. Ngapain siswanya ngomong ke guru agama yang nggak bisa bahasa Inggris? Ya kan? Nah, itu. Terus apa lagi? Apa lagi ya? Selain tadi di mana tuh? Oh ya, selain definisi. Nah, sekarang kita lihat. Must speak English at school. Kita lihat. Ini kan belum jelas nih definisinya. Siswa disuruh ngomong bahasa Inggris. Ya. Dalam konteks apa? Dalam kegiatan apa? Berapa lama? Kapan? Nah, belum jelas kan? Nah, makanya definisi ini adalah siswa must speak English at school. Must speak English at school ini adalah regulasi yang bisa dibuat oleh si actorsnya principal ya, atau teacher, atau bisa dijalankan sama semua students di sekolah ya. Kenapa? Karena motion ini dibuat karena kita melihat dari masalah nih yang ada di lapangan. Nah, kita limitasi dulu nih, masalah yang mana? Apakah di kota-kota besar, apakah di kota kecil seperti di Papua, atau di Nusa Tenggara, atau di Bima, gitu kan. Kalau di Bali mah ya jelas. Kenapa? Karena banyak orang luar gitu kan, banyak orang asing, ya jelas harus dibiasakan mungkin gitu. Tapi kalau misalnya di Sorong atau di eh, pulau-pulau kecil kayak NTT, NTB, apa iya mereka harus dipaksakan belajar bahasa Inggris gitu. Kita lihat lagi bagaimana fasilitasnya di sekolah. Sudah ada fasilitas sekolah untuk mendukung mereka belajar bahasa Inggris. Jangan langsung disuruh harus ngomong bahasa Inggris, tapi kita lihat dulu sekolah si prinsipal udah belum memfasilitasi students untuk speak English. Jangan speak English dulu, untuk belajar bahasa Inggris dulu. Kan orang harus belajar dulu baru speak English, ya. Nah, yang dimaksud dengan definisi we need to define what does it mean of the motion that students must speak English at school. Is this a regulation or is this a rule? A rule and regulation are the same, or it's a condition. Kalau condition ketika belajar bahasa Inggris ya nggak apa-apa. Tapi kalau it's a rule in the whole activity on specific day, nah itu harus perlu dipertanyakan. Pertanyaannya apa? The problem is, take a look at the principal, take a look at the school, whether the school or whether the principal have already designed the appropriate equipment or the facilities for students to learn English. The principal cannot force or cannot make a regulation that students must speak English at school before they make or they support students to learn English. It's not fair, right? Nah, kayak gitu. Ya, jadi setelah dilihat problemnya, ini kenapa ya dibuat motion seperti ini? Oh, ternyata banyak yang udah punya lab bahasa, tapi ternyata apa studentsnya ngomong aja nggak bisa. Buat apa lab bahasanya? Gitu. Setiap tahun ada yang namanya English booth, English apa ya? English apa sih tuh yang program bahasa Inggris lah gitu. Setiap minggu ada pelajaran bahasa Inggris, seminggu 2 kali atau 3 kali. Tetap aja siswanya nggak bisa bahasa Inggris. Kenapa ya? Nah, itu masalahnya. Jadi definisi ini, jadi kita define dulu nih definition. Setelah di define, kita limitasi. Ya, ini kita lihat masalah di status quo ini ada di mana? Apakah kota besar? Apakah seluruh sekolah di Indonesia? Apakah seluruh sekolah di dunia gitu? Atau seluruh sekolah di sekolah-sekolah terpencil? Nah, itu harus dilimit. Gitu ya. Setelah dilimit, terus kita kasih problemnya apa? Sebutkan problemnya. Problem di mana? Kita ngikutin limitasi tadi. Ya. Nah, terus mechanism, solusi. Nah, kita udah tahu nih problemnya nih. Udah dikasih fasilitas sama gubernur, misalnya lab bahasa. Sudah diberikan uang bos sekolah tuh sekian miliar satu unit sekolah gitu ya. Mata pelajaran bahasa Inggris ditambahin ada pelajaran tambahan misalnya. Kenapa? Karena dia mau UN. Jadi seminggu 3 kali, tadinya seminggu 2 kali jadi seminggu 3 kali. Ya, terus ada lagi program school English apalagi English debate lah, English storytelling lah gitu ya, misalnya seperti itu. Tapi pada kenyataannya itu semua siswa nggak ada yang bisa bahasa Inggris. Ketika dia belajar bahasa Inggris aja ngomongnya pakai bahasa Indonesia. Ya, nah itu masalah nggak? Itu masalah. Nah, makanya dari masalah itu, yuk kita coba. We are trying to design the mechanism to be implemented at the school. For example, apa? The principal make a regulation. For example, Tuesday English, which regulation to force student to speak English every Tuesday. Misalnya kayak gitu. In every subject. Banyak seperti itu. Atau apa lagi? Setiap guru di kelas harus menjelaskan pakai bahasa Inggris misalnya kayak gitu. Di setiap hari Selasa misalnya gitu. Ya, jadi terus siswanya diberikan sanksi misalnya. Disuruh membersihkan kelas atau piket ketika hari Selasa dia tidak ngomong bahasa Inggris, diberikan konsekuensi misalnya. Ya, nah itu mekanisme kayak gitu tuh Queen bikin, ya, Queen elaborasiin lagi. Nah, supaya apa? Supaya kalau ada, supaya we are trying to achieve the goal. The goal is first we are going to make the students to be familiar with English, especially speak in English, ya, for daily activity, ya, at school. Contohnya itu. Yang kedua, they're trying to the teacher supports the students' confidence in speak English, for example. Itu goalnya. Atau the third goal or the last goal is we want to try to make a conducive environment or good environment where every student who try to speak English, they have no hesitation. They they feel so confident, and they feel yeah, they will speak English confidently without any hesitation. Why? Because no one can bully uh, anyone who try to speak in English. Jadi dibangun tuh environment-nya. Jadi si siswanya itu dikasihkan pemahaman bahwa yang mau ngomong bahasa Inggris nggak akan pernah kena bully. Kenapa? Ya, karena ya it's a program, misalnya seperti itu. Terus selanjutnya ada konsekuensinya nih yang nggak ngomong bahasa Inggris. Siapapun dia nggak ngomong bahasa Inggris suruh piket, misalnya kayak gitu. Kayak gitu ya. Nah, setelah mekanisme tadi goalnya tuh yang tadi barusan yang 3 tadi ya, baru deh argumentasinya. Oke, nah, so saya mau kasih PR buat Queen. Tolong rebuild this argument, ya, by using who, claim, signposting, setup argument, dari divine the motion, dari limit, dari status quo, dan problem, mechanism, sama goalnya. Setelah itu baru argumentasinya apa. Kayak gitu ya. Oke, nah itu sebagai PR dibuatkan videonya supaya the last meeting kita bisa diskusi nih. Jadi waktunya nggak habis di case building ya. Jadi langsung dikirim di WhatsApp grup 7 menit, motionnya sama, lalu Quinza ya udah itu aja sih. Ya, dikirimin videonya, jadi kita bisa sama-sama ngeliat. Kita sama-sama evaluasi. Ya, oke. Okay. Any question, Queen?
Miss.
Any question?
Enggak.
Enggak ya. Oke, okay. Kalau enggak, ya salam buat Koris. Mungkin Koris ngelirik-ngelirik di samping. Oke, okay, so let's dismiss our meeting. Thank you very much and see you for the last meeting, on the upcoming meeting. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.
Bye bye, Miss. Thank you for today.
Iya, sama-sama. Saya
Is it ya, Miss?
silakan.